Hello, here's my vlog for I don't know what day it is. This computer won't start. Here you go. It's May 14th, Tuesday, 4:38 p.m. I'm still living this nightmare of converting. Just converting. That's what this computer's doing now. Just converting. What happened was I spent like 2 days creating icons out of all the images I have, but then I found out that I created them 40 pixels wide instead of high. So I had to do it again. And then I found out that it only, I didn't, it didn't go. I kept trying to do it and it wouldn't go. Like it would think forever. And then when I would look in the folder, nothing was there. So then I finally gave up with trying to do it with the batch. Like ever since I got that script on my Dream Photoshop, like the batch edit wasn't working after that. It like killed the batch edit or something. So I decided to, so then I did it with that script. And then this morning I was working on the timeline adding things, and then there was adding the big images. So I go into the folder, I'm like, why is it big? And so yeah, it did the operation for 1,600 images, which took all day yesterday, like 15 hours or something, or 20 hours. But all it did was remove the background. It didn't crop it down like it did with every other one of those batches that I did. So either I forgot to click 40 pixels, or it just was too tired and didn't want to do it. And I know that I did click the 40, so I think it just didn't want to do it. It was like too tired. So all it could do is get rid of the background. So I clicked in, okay, well then resize. And I took away the background, so I didn't want it to get, I don't think it's good to do a background remove on an image 2 times, because then it'll make it take more off. So and you can adjust that with that script, it's pretty cool. So then I clicked, okay, make it small like you were supposed to. And so that's what it's doing. So then I went to my mom's house, hung out with her. It took her like an hour to get ready. But then we drove out of town and did a walk, did like a hike, and then came back. So I was there like 3 hours, and we did some other business. So I was there forever, like 3 hours, 4 hours. And when I finally got back, this was only halfway done. So I was trying to work Dreamweaver and this at the same time, Dreamweaver and Photoshop at the same time, on this computer yesterday, and it was working all right for a little bit, but then I accidentally missed when I went to double click on to copy the name of something to go get the image, the icon for it, and I hit the table. Whenever you do that on a really big page, it like tries to collect the whole table, like it's gonna copy the whole table. And if you do that in a really big page, it basically crashes the program. And ever since after that, it wasn't working right. Like it would take 30 seconds, instead of 2 seconds to bring it up. So I had to just bail. I had to completely quit Dreamweaver. And so I was like, fucking goddamn it, I had to go and start working on Dreamweaver with that other computer, which won't connect to a mouse because it's old. Even though I have 3 mouses, it won't connect to any of it. So then I did that, and this process is finally did, and I found all these other folders and stuff that were the wrong size, but it doesn't really matter. You just link it, and then you can replace it later because it's the same name. But yeah, and then I was working on it this morning, and then holy shit, lo and behold, 1,500 images from the Google Earth were the wrong size. The background was removed, but they're all like this big. So it's back to this thing doing batch editing for fucking 25 hours straight. Or whatever, however long it's going to take. So I have to go and work on that other computer. So, and it's kind of confusing because I have to remember what pages I work on. Because then I upload it and I have to be like, okay, which one are downloaded off? So I have to keep it limited, the stuff I do. So I'm going to go back, download whatever page I want to work on off the internet back onto that other computer, and then work on that page with my little track hand. Oh, the battery is about to die on my phone. And hopefully that won't go on for too long. And then what I was going to do is I was going to wait until tonight to do all the batch editing with this computer while I'm sleeping. But then it turned out that whole entire Google Earth folder of 1,500 images was the wrong size. I was like, all right, fuck it. Just do the batch edit now, because I've got all these other ones I have to do the batch edit every single night from now on to fix that other mistake I did, where I made them 40 pixels across instead of high. I didn't even know there was such thing as a 40 pixels across. I think it was a default batch edit that they built. So you have to be careful with those default batch edits that the Photoshop builds for you. So, because yeah, it said like batch edit, like default batch edit, resize 40. I was like, oh, I thought it was one of the ones that I made. Anyway, so yeah, from now on, when I ever make one, because I just deleted all of them and I remade them. I go 40 high, 40 vertical. If it doesn't say vertical, then it's horizontal, because Murphy's Law will come into effect. That happens every time, by the way. I always have to do it twice for the weirdest reasons. That's why I explain the reasons on here. But yeah, or just because the computer doesn't want to. I think last time it was the computer just didn't want to do it. So hopefully it can do it now. Anyways, the battery's about to die on this. I'm going to go and work on that computer, the little trackpad, all day long. And hopefully this thing will finish, but it'll take another 3 hours because it's been going, or 4 hours, the rest of the day. So the rest of the day I'm going to be working on the trackpad on another computer. But anyway, the time goes by really fast. I mean, yeah. But I mean, I can tell how much work it is. So I'm not rushing myself. I'm just going to put like a month into it and then back off and do other stuff. But I can see how these icons are coming. I think I won't do the horizontal timeline. I'm only doing vertical so that when I come back, I'm fresh and all those icons are already be there. And I'll be like, all right, let's do this. Let's do the vertical. Because the horizontal part, I keep saying vertical when I mean horizontal. Because the horizontal part, not the vertical, the horizontal part is the interesting thing when I get all those icons on there. Yeah, it's going to look really cool. Anyways, that's enough talking. This battery's about to die. Talk to you tomorrow.